Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm CJ Wright and today's video is a Kindle book haul. There's 8 books in all and the first one is The Fireman by Joe Hill. The blurb on The Fireman says, "Nobody knew where the virus came from. Fox News said it had been set loose by ISIS using spores that had been invented by the Russians in the 1980s. MSNBC said sources indicated it might have been created by engineers at Halliburton and stolen by culty Christian types fixated on the Book of Revelation. CNN reported both sides, while every TV station debated the cause. The world burned. Pregnant school nurse Harper Grayson had seen lots of people burn on TV, but the first person she saw burn for real was in the playground behind the school. With an epic scope of the passage and the emotional impact of the road, this is one woman's story of survival at the end of the world." The next book is Father Brown by G.K. Chesterton. My wife and I are avid watchers of the Father Brown series done by the BBC, and my wife also has this book in paperback, and so I got this book in order to read through it and see how close the stories are to the ones I've seen on TV. Should be good. The third book that I have is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Now, I'm sure most, if not all of us, know the story of Jekyll and Hyde. The reason I got this version of the book, though I have another Kindle version, is that it's an illustrated version and it has little pictures at the beginning of each chapter. So I thought, with that difference, I might as well pick it up and see what it's like. The next book is The House on Everley Street by Amy Cross. Now, I have quite a lot of Amy Cross's books. She's quite a prolific horror novelist, and although I've only read 1 or 2, they are very, very good, and so I just thought I'd add it to the collection of what I already have. Now, the rest of the books that I picked up are books that I didn't really know anything about. I just like the cover and the premise, really. And the first one is a cozy mystery book called Dial P for Poison by Zara Keene. Like I said, I don't know anything really about it. I just like the cover and thought it would look good. I've got quite a few cozy mysteries on my Kindle that I haven't read yet that I've got to get to, and I'll just keep adding to them, but I thought I'd pick this one up because it seemed interesting. And the next one follows in a similar vein, Pip Perfect Murder. I like the kind of punny, cozy titles that they have, and this is by Renee George. So, like the previous book, I just like the cover, like the premise. Thought I'd add it to the collection of cozies that I've still got to read. The next book is The Fat Detective by Christian Hayes. The title kind of was the first thing that jumped out at me. The Fat Detective. Not very flattering. Then there you go. I'm a fat author and booktuber. It seems to be about basically a guy who quits his job and becomes a private detective in London. And with a title like that, it seemed interesting enough to buy and see what it's about. And the final book for this haul is called Nocturne for a Widow by Amanda Dewey's. I think that's how you say her last name. This one appears to be a Victorian period mystery, and like the other crime fiction novels, it just seemed interesting enough to buy. I don't really know much about the premise, but the cover's nice, and I'm always up for Victorian period crime fiction. So there we are. That's today's book haul. If you like this video, please do all the usual stuff, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you at the next one.